So we've got a rune down there. That'll be our next target, I think. Although, how does one get that bone? Oh yeah, probably. Go up onto the pipe here. And then up onto this roof. And then break the glass and drop in, would be my guess. Do I need to break the glass? No, I don't. There's a bit here. Yeah, it's all a bit noisy around there, but that's fine. How does one get in without being spotted by anyone who might be down below? Okay, 2 guards. 2 not terribly attentive guards. Still really want strong arms. But that's fine. Now, is that it for guards in your area? Yes. Now they're on the roof, where none will find them. And there's the bone charm. Restorative Glimmer. Is it any good, first of all? Health regens while using dark vision. Interesting. It is interesting. I'll give it that. But despite the changes made to dark vision, I still don't feel particularly compelled to use it at any point. So maybe not for us. Now there's a wall of light. Is that the one that I was supposed to be sneaking past? To get into the station.
You there? What's going on? I need your help.
Hey, you!
You don't see shit.
She won't go anywhere. I'm the side. You should. This won't take long. Shit.
What just happened? I was not suddenly expecting to be jumped by 3 guards there. I'll tell you that much. Now. Yeah, there's the wall of light busted anyway. That door is locked and needs the ticket booth key. Booth key is stolen. Let's see. No one should be leaving the key in some stupid hidey hole. The key is now at the black market. Ah. I mean, do we need a key? Or do we just do it this way? Right, yeah, that didn't work. We need a key, it seems. But yeah, what's going on out here? And why did we suddenly get jumped by like 3 people? It's just a person stood out there. I guess she's an ambush? Right. We're supposed to see her and go over, and then her chums come out and ambush us, but they didn't look like guards, did they? Were they howlers? We still haven't been to the black market. Which we should probably do at some point. Now. Oops. I trod on a spike. So where are your friends? Did one of them just spot me wherever they might be? Where's that rune? There it is. Can we just yoink it? Maybe not. So maybe have a poke around. Okay, these are electrified rails, so we can't stroll on those. Stilton Mines. So that's that Aramis Stilton again, I guess. Do they come from that alleyway, or is that just the civilians that we saw earlier?
I'm bored. Someone should have come through already.
Hush. You'll tip off the mark.
How long we gonna wait for some lost aristocrat to stumble through?
Long as it takes. You want to eat, right?
Maybe this ain't such a good spot for an ambush.
God's shaking people down. More blood flies this year. People just ain't walking the streets anymore.
Getting hard to make a decent living.
Right, so there we go. There were in fact crims hanging about. How do we deal with them stealthily? Because I could tug one up here. But that's not exactly stealthy like. It's a trap. So I guess if I come through here I would have triggered a tripwire. Where would this have come from exactly? So I could have jumped over a fence over here, perhaps, and come around. I suppose I could sleep dart these two. Ah, and is that a third one lurking in the shadows over there? Might be. Right. Come here, you. You're a Howlet. Very well. You can sleep it off over there. Now that those two are safely out of the way, we can have a look at the third one that I've spotted. Which is that guy. Can we snatch him up from here? No. Can we get safely up to higher ground again? Kinda? Not really.
Hey, you! What's going on? Come. Hey!
Ah, there's another one.
You! Give us what you got!
Whoops. Alright, so if you count the one in the middle, there were 5 of them.
There was 5 of them! It took 5 of them!
Jesus.
Oh!
It's a lot of work for a rune. But we do like runes.
You there! I need your help.
Do you know? Well, too bad.
You shouldn't have. She won't go anywhere.
Time to die, little girl.
Right, so yeah, they're on to us once again. Ouch. What did you just hit me with?
You look tough, hiding your face.
Parasite!
Oh dear.
No!
We accidentally pulled him in front of the cables, I think.
Bet you've been living.
And her as well. Oops. Yeah, our misadventures with Far Reach continue. But hey, everyone's dead. Now, end of Grey River. Paolo was where you said he'd be, alone. We knifed him 50 times. He was choking blood when I drove a rail spike through the side of his head. And he was just gone. And went nothing but a bunch of rats. So he's an outsider, I guess. Paolo came back with 10 howlers. Got us a couple at a time. Fair enough. So we've got to look out for this Paolo. Silver dust, howling bolts. And we got some new runes. Just the one rune, but that's fine. Now let's have a look around. There was at least one more bone charm. There's a rune down there. Maybe there weren't any more bone charms, it was just this rune, but that's well and good. We'll grab it, because we want it. Oh, in the black market shop. Excellent. So, that'll be a door that we can't unlock, of course.
Greetings. I serve with discretion. I don't know you.
No, you don't.
I'm new to Karnaca. I need a tool that can rewire a wall of light.
No, I
The
don't.
kind the Grand Guard uses. And I'd prefer not to explain myself.
I can help you out, but not right now. Don't even linger here. I'm supposed to get a visit from Paolo, someone you don't want to meet. Come back later.
Understood.
You should go. We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by.
Right, so Paolo's on his way. He'll be one of those folks, I guess. Now, I do know that there is a chief for killing Paolo 3 times.
This won't take long. Make sure you have some privacy.
So, perhaps that's what we do. That's him at the front, I guess. Right. She actually not seen me.
At last.
That's your last mistake.
I'll keep that
Wait,
nice
come here.
scarf for you. What is going on?
Right, you get choked. Hopefully. Yep. As for you. Come on, hit me again.
She's dead.
Okay, I mistimed that parry. Cockiness is the death of me once again. Right, what if we put down a spring razor?
They'll see you if you try to leave. Find a place to hide and we'll do business afterwards.
Now, that spring razor should take him out.
Stay out of sight.
That's Paolo killed once. Howler's
In the
gonna
mood. Show yourself.
try and come for me. Hi.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I'm choking you out is what I'm doing. I ain't going anywhere. Now, where's your friend? Still outside? Probably.
Hey, you! No mercy!
The hell you killed
Wait.
I bet you've been living a soft life. That's for spilling Howler blood. Used.
Okay, that's Paolo then. I guess.
He's gone.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we accidentally killed... No. Yeah, we must have accidentally killed one of the Howlers with the spring razor. Because that was Paolo. Now, what have you got to say for yourself?
What just happened?
He changed. Right at the end. Paolo's not just a gang leader.
Come in. I might have what you've been asking for.
Now, 2 new upgrades. Instant sleep dart seems good.
You want blueprints for better weaponry.
Ah, we've got multiple pages of blueprint. Good. So that's where we get extra bone charm slots.
I used to own a cat.
Stun mine charge. Each stun mine functions an additional time. That sounds good. Let's pop back. Let's see what gear you've got to sell. Crossbow bolts, sleep darts and whatnot. Runes.
A
Yeah.
deal well made.
And we'll get the keys to the ticket booth. Because we haven't found it elsewhere. Yeah, let's buy the extra bone charm slots. Even though I've said we probably don't need them because we're going to be crafting bone charms
Situation in
together.
the Empire has driven the prices up, I'm afraid.
Folding blade? We haven't really had any locked sword contests yet. Because we're not really swinging with it. Now, what can we see by peering through your thing? You've got a safe. So if we could rob you, because that's still a chief that's on my
Always
list.
a delight to see you.
Is this breakable? Maybe.
Welcome back.
How else would one get into this black market if not through either that door with a key or by breaking that open? Oh yeah, it was that howler that I killed. Very well. So the other way into the black market, if there is one, would be down here perhaps? Potentially up there? This is new. Alright, so we've got one bloodfly nest there. That we don't really need to worry about too much. Got one over there that could be in the way. We've got 4 incendiary bolts, we can splash out. And then we could go down those stairs which might lead down to the black market, I guess. Let's just slash up all these flies that are all up in the way. Come on, lads. Okay, they're being a pain. Mostly because I can't see the buggers, so I don't know who's attacking me. There we go. Is that the last of them? Sounds like there's one more. Were they lurking in that guy's chamber pot? That's horrible. We don't want to dwell any further on that. And it turns out there was no real reason to go into that bit of that room anyway, so let's work our way down. There's a whole lot of detail in this place. I was thinking this level was pretty small, all told, but no, it's, well, it is small, but it's dense.
So dense.
I was expecting this to be like a little 15-20 minute jaunt, and then we're off to the Clockwork Mansion. But no, there's stuff going on. There's raw whalebone to gather.
Impressive how you managed to get there. Be careful. Those people in the oil tanks might still be around.
Oh, thanks, friend. I'm glad you appreciate my skills. Now,
You said whale oil. I got it for you. Not easy to pinch either.
No, you screwed up. It won't work without another tank. Not enough blast. You gotta trust me on this.
All right. I don't know shit about explosives. Never said I did. I'll go out again later and find some more.
Good. You can't rush jobs.
right,
like
some more
this.
crims.
Take a smooth hand.
Can't piss around here forever either. Eventually some wanker will see us and the howlers will catch wind. But I hear you.
Yep,
One more time.
I'm the wanker. I've seen you. Now, did we gather 4 runes? We do. I think we want Domino. We can link 2 targets together, and then we can choke one out, and the other will get choked out. And then for 3 more runes, we can do 3 people instead of 2. And 3 more runes, we can do 4 people. Are we able to link these 2?
So a person can't breathe.
Yep, we can. And then choke this one out. And there goes T'other. Sweet, Domino in action. Now a letter from Bethy. Things in Dunwall are rotten. Someone's off to find their fortune in Karnaca. How's that working out for you? So they've got whale oil. They got anything else of merit? Looks like it hasn't cost us anything in terms of mana to use Domino, so that's cool. So if we could find some more whale oil, because they were saying they didn't have enough whale oil to get it done.
Hey, times are hard. Help me out.
Here's some coin.
Appreciate it. I'll let you in on a secret.
Please
I
do.
saw people coming and going recently, looking for whale oil, up to something.
I mean, I kind of already knew that because you told me that when I came down from the other side.
I worked in the silver mines here until the dust got to my lungs.
Understandable. You don't want
You watch yourself.
silver lung.
Guard aren't too friendly to strangers.
Now, so yeah, they were saying they need more whale oil. If I was to go and get a tank of whale oil from the station and bring it back, would 3 whale oil be enough to break through that wall that they've already put 2 oil next to? Maybe. Blueprint. Pyrosonic casing. That sounds useful. Now, what's in this safe that we paid for with the key? Bunch of coin. More coin than we would have got, or... I don't think so. So we got some of our coin back that we spent on the key to the store. And we got a blueprint as well. We could have a stun mine, but we got no more room for them. I should probably remember to use stun mines at some point. Ah, there's a rat tunnel down there as well, so maybe we could have gone through that to get in. Although it doesn't look as though it leads us to the ticket office. That might just have been to get into this building, which we're already in. I mean, yeah, it's certainly blown a hole in the wall. Alright, someone's upset. Sounded like it could have been the black market. Shopkeep. Hello. Yep, it's the black market. We found a way into one.
This is what I paid protection money for.
No, we don't want to choke you out though. Are you going to go away? Or are you just going to stand there and face that way? Because if you're just standing there facing that way, then I guess that's fine. Hey, there's the chief. There's 10 coin. Good start. Now what you got for us? Bunch more coin. And that seems to be it, but that's fine. The main thing is we've robbed someone who was helping us. So I assume there's a fun little puzzle like that for each of the black markets. And yeah, I look forward to seeing some more because this is the last I've seen of the city. I got as far as Clockwork Mansion last time, and then I just stopped playing. So let's head on up and make our way back to that Clockwork Mansion. Although, that said head to Upper Aventa District, so maybe we're not quite done with the city just yet. Ooh, it's like a roller coaster. Yep. Are we going to whoosh back down the other side? Or are we just going to stop at the next station? Boom.
See Jindosh's mansion from here. The carriage line is blocked. I'll have to unlock the gate.
Right, so yeah, there is more to be done then. More city to be dealt with. Yeah, vague memories of this section. With there being a particular choke point that was a pain in the butt to work my way through. So someone's complaining about the Clockwork Soldiers. Which is fair. They are right to complain. There's an interrogation report. Ah, so they've been interrogating the person who wrote that pamphlet. And then one of the corporals is like, yeah, he's got a point, he's got a point. Send report to Furnace. No one needs to read that man had a point. So, yeah, pretty standard interrogation room. Blood on the walls, blood on the floor. All the usual tools of torture around and about. And there's a guard. Is he alone? No, of course he isn't.
I'm hungry.
No. Because that guy was facing that way, I'd rather come in at them from over here. So let's get old Domino out. And connect those two together. Right, so yeah, it costs us mana, but then we get most, if not all of it back. And it kind of gives us a bit of dark vision, effectively. Lovely. That's 2 guards knocked out. So, if our VIP from Dunwall comes through, taken down quiet-like, and then WL and the others can claim the credit. So, security panel for a wall of light, perhaps? I mean, I'd rather not rewire it. I'd rather just shut it down.
I wonder if the rumors are true about the Crown Killer. The old Empress, really? What a bunch of degenerates.
So, more guys outside, of course. There we go.
Power seems to have gone out.
Yep, power has indeed gone out, my friend. I hope you're not coming up to check. Well, if you do, I'll just knock you out all quietly. Who saw me there? Someone outside seemed to see me through a window. It looks pretty solid to me. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be much going on, so I don't know how anyone would have spotted me there. But then if they do want to come in... Okay, so someone did come up to see what was going on with the whale oil. Very well. They're smarter than Dunwall guards in that regard. Unless that's the guy who saw me through a window and was coming up for that reason. But either way, down that guy goes. Bone charm right there. How'd I miss it? Oh, someone else spotted me. Through a window, I guess. How are all these people spotting me?
Damn it. I need to...
Right, so he's going downstairs. Have we got time to grab him before... There's 2 of them. There's a 3rd one. Very well. Should we have a look at that bone charm that we picked up and didn't look at in the heat of the moment? Assassin's Fortune. Bolt packs have increased bolts. Not amazingly useful for us. But we'll hang on to them for now. We don't need to just dismantle all of our bone charms, I don't think. Because we don't want to be making a new combo bone charm with stuff that we don't necessarily need in it just to fill up the quota and get 3 things. We don't want to waste our time making 2 power bone charms. You want to go kit there, friend? I haven't even bet one in a minute. Right, so this might be the top floor actually, because it looks as though there's nothing higher up except a closed door. Yeah. So let's have a good old look around, because I'm sure I saw a blueprint there. Paolo, leader of the Howlers, yep. We'll be keeping an eye out for him a few more times. Possibly the Granny Rags of Dishonored 2. New gate code, 588. Good. So that's one way of getting up to the Clockwork Mansion sorted. And guys tapping away. So if we can avoid his line of sight, that would be nice. But there were a couple of other people in this building. Did they come in from outside though? Oh, there's one.
Something feels wrong.
Really? Something is wrong, my friend.
C, D, E, and G. H, G, J, K, L, and mentally.
He was doing alright then.
Rest U, and V. Double V, X, Y, then Z.
He's pretty clever for a
Now
cop.
I got my A's and V's. Tell me what you think of me.
Not clever enough, of course. Anything on your desk worth robbing? Any notes? We'll take your peach. He's probably looking forward to that peach. But now it's gone. Truly, this is the high chaos playthrough. Now, let's go back upstairs, because high ground is always great fun. We like high ground. I think we've pretty much exhausted the use of that room. No, where did that veteran go who was over there? Into their little building? New mission clue. Is that just the carriage gate code that we've got? Yep. So, what, just 3 guards down here? If that one goes far enough away, then maybe we can hoover this guy up without anyone worrying too much. Then he can go on our little pile. Where indeed? My friend. Where could he have gone? Yeah, you do it. You take the same position.
Outsider's hairy ass.
Okay, that was curious. He fell, but he didn't fall far enough to die. So we kind of got away with that. I will take it. Now, can we do that again?
It didn't happen.
Yeah, we can. Get booted. It's quicker than choking people out. Clockwork Soldier basics. So, the Clockwork Soldier is protected by armoured wooden plates, but then there's nothing underneath that. Someone knocks off its head, it'll attack anything it can, so you can use that to get it to fight the guards. They can see in the front and in the back. There's a small panel that can be rewired, which can, again, invert their perception. Good, because we're going to have to fight them at some point. Which is kind of cool, because it will give us a use for all these pistol bullets that we've gathered up. And it might give us a use for any grenades that we find as well. So it's nice in that regard that some of the enemies are non-human. You can have a bit of a play with all of your toys. So we don't need to go through that main gate.
Someone is asking for trouble over there.
No, they aren't.
Hey, who is?
No one's asking for trouble. Right, man down. Now where should we put our new friend? Should be safe enough up there, right? Now we've got Rune and Bone Charm nearby, and the rune might well be behind this door.
She and her husband got one of those clockwork soldiers' mum. Hey, something wrong?
Now. House full of posh people. Let's leave them be for the moment. Well, if that guy's come over, which doesn't look like he has.
I don't care what's going on. I'm going to concentrate on my duties. I'm no hero.
Let's just have a peek down here. Okay, doors to the street. Just general spring razors lying around. Nothing to worry about. And anything else of merit? Rewire tool. Very good. It's a nice bit of loot down here, all told. And then if we go back upstairs, I believe we've got that rune. Right, so that guy's just roaming about.
You have to understand. I'm going to call for help if you don't go.
Okay, I'm going. Or am I?
That's it. Leave.
I've left. Yeah, they're definitely poshos. So we'll take down their maid first.
A body? Here?
There might be a body. It might be yours.
What's going on here? That's not right.
Now, what are you doing? Get dead, posho. Well, get choked. And get robbed, I guess. But you can live for now. Grapes. Now, where's that rune of yours? Why do you have a rune hanging around? I'm confiscating it in the name of the Empress. Pretty sure it won't give us enough to do anything. But nonetheless, it will come in handy down the line once we get some more of the buggers. Now, there was also a bone charm. That might be it for loot in this area, and then we can actually get up to the Clockwork Mansion at last. A couple of guards who can just be ignored if we blink in here. No. Is that a bottle of rum? Maybe. Yeah, it is. So that's a bunch of those lads out of the way.
I'm bored.
Any further explodos around? New bone charm, power slash. Sounds distinctly like a sword, one that we're not going to need. Yeah. Sword attacks are slower but deal more damage. Very well. I guess we could still break it down to whalebone. Oh, and there's a picture of Jindosh. We will snatch that. We'll know what he looks like again soon enough, I'm sure. And now sneak out here. We don't even need to take the carriage, do we? We could find other ways to his property by sneaking across down there. So maybe we'll do this. Just a random body. Was that someone who tried to break into Jindosh's place? And the guards prevented him? Maybe. Although, as we'll see, Jindosh doesn't really mind burglars too much. They're not much of a problem when you've got clockwork soldiers around and about. But here we are, I think. We didn't bother taking the carriage because we are just too pro to need that sort of thing. And now Jindosh's mansion
The
awaits.
mansion has a strange beauty to it. Maybe I'll find a way to end this without killing Kirin Jindosh.
Maybe. Or maybe the way of ending it without killing Kirin Jindosh is crueler than just shooting him in the head with a crossbow. So maybe we just won't do that.